I kept expecting myself to cry. I kept thinking I would get to the end of it and I would cry because of how much stress I'd been under to try and learn this music. I thought there's no way I'm going to get to the end of it and everything goes off well and I don't cry. I was like, there's no way. But then the fact is, near the end, in the last couple of weeks, we knew everything so well. I was like, I know this is going to go well. Before we went on stage, man, before the whole show began, a lot of us were nervous. I wasn't. Remarkably, I didn't feel nervous at all. Right before we went on, I was like, we've got this. I was excited. I was like, I can't wait to get out there. I cannot wait to get out there. And I felt that way all the way through up until the very end when everyone was weeping. And I'm so glad they did, because I am so proud of all of them. And I know how important a show like this is to them, and to know that some of these guys who have made music a part of their lives for decades stood on that stage in front of thousands and they brought it and killed it in the way that they did. I struggle to summon the words for how proud I am. It's like I said, and it really is important to drive that home. I love to sing. I love music. I've always loved music. And to now have been put in a position where I needed to improve and to have forced myself through this gauntlet, this absolute painful gauntlet of learning these songs, but to have done so and permanently leveled up as a singer, I am very happy, incredibly happy. And I can't wait to do more with music in the future because it's something I never thought I would get to do. I have a whole new skill I get to have fun with now. How beautiful is that? But I already had so much to be happy about. I have you. I have the films that I've made and more film-like stuff that I would love to make in the future. I have, voiceover that I've been doing for a long time. I'm a skilled swordsman. There's so much in life that I feel like I can do. So while I was happy, incredibly happy and grateful, for the others, this might well have been one of the most important moments of their entire lives. And when I saw them, no matter who they were and no matter what baggage or fear they were bringing into the performance, to know that they gave it everything and that this was one of the most important moments that any of them could have imagined, I just couldn't believe how proud I was. The most magical experience. And I'm going to tell you something now that I've not told very many people. I didn't cry on stage. I was happy, I was jazzed, and I went home, back to the hotel that night with a smile on my face. But then I woke up in the middle of the night. It's about 4 a.m. I was in a daze. I couldn't think about what I tried to remember, and I remembered, oh yeah, we did it today. And everyone's going home. And I lay there in bed and I cried like a little bitch. It's been so many years since I have cried that pathetically. Not that I feel like I am pathetic for crying in that way, but I was curled up in bed, holding my head in my hands, squeezing my eyes shut, absolutely bawling my eyes out, because not only was I proud, not only was I happy that everything had gone off without a hitch, mainly, I knew that I was going to miss everything that we did. I realized how much I was going to miss it, and I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand how close I felt with the people I shared that stage with. I couldn't stand how I had literally watched them grow. Oh God. I couldn't stand thinking about the fact that we spent a whole month and there were people who I watched struggle and work and work and work and overcome, and how I would watch those same people with those same moments that they were worried about and go on that stage and deliver something absolutely astonishing. I wanted, in that moment, if someone offered me a pen and paper and said, if you sign this, you will get to do this again and again and again, you guys are going to go on tour and do it, or I would have signed it without a second thought. Because I love those guys so much. I'm so proud of them. And I think about my life. I think about how I've struggled to be close to people for so long, and how I worried for so long that it was dangerous for me to be close to people. And maybe sometimes I'm like, well, maybe I'm better off alone. But for me, the greatest part of this whole long, sometimes stressful, sometimes scary, but all times incredible experience. This was something I did with people that I love. And I'll never forget it. As long as I live, this is something that I'm going to tell my kids about, something I'll tell my grandkids about. It's insane to feel this lucky, because I know this is so rare, and it just makes me wish everyone on earth got to feel what this feels like. And how I, for a long time, thought I was one of the only people who would never get to experience, a connection with others in the way that I know it now. And now I feel like I have it. I just want to share that with everybody, and I want more people to know what it feels like. More than just friendship. It's like it's a bond I can barely even describe. It's a really beautiful thing. If I was to say anything to you, just please, I want you to live for the moments in your life, right?
やる気が出ない、やる気が出ない、布団から出られない。